guys, I'm Vex. This is Vex and Toys, and today we're going to be doing the review of Masters of the Universe, Masterverse, New Eternia, Trapjaw. Well, let's take a look at the package first. We got new style packaging. They have more of a window. They do a lot more of this art. The art is very nice. Boy, I do hope we get that version of Grayskull for this line. That would be pretty cool. It's one of the better looks of Grayskull that I've seen. I like how elongated the jaw is. Looks really cool. We do definitely need a Masterverse Grayskull. And we'll take a look at the back, and they have the new features of, blur. It's not a feature. Of interchangeable claw hands. That's pretty cool. You get to see Trapjaw on there. That's a little weird. I'm just now noticing this side view here of his open mouth. Is that supposed to represent the figure or the art? Because if you have the figure, you'll know that there's a molded piece right underneath the top jaw, so it doesn't go in like that. But anyway, you can see what other figures are in the line here. You can read about him. Evil and armed for combat. Yeah, but that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, that just must be like an art render, because yeah, he has something in his mouth that does not allow him to do that. And I really dig those eyes, those burning eyes there. The face on the figure doesn't look that good. And there he is with the steel jaw and the sword. Yeah, pretty good package. So, here is the new Eternia Trapjaw. I really dig it. I think he looks really good. The mouth, it's kind of how I imagined. There is like this little molded piece I was talking about. Yeah, he doesn't have that. There's this black molded piece in there to give it the sense of, a hole or something. So you're not just looking at the back of his neck. But yeah, he doesn't quite look as intimidating as his box art, but I really like it. I think he looks good. It's a nice head sculpt. All the sculpting detail looks pretty nice. You got these little straps going on here. Usually I think he just has the arm attachment. I have him in his, most kind of basic form here. Just a hook for an arm. The purple jaw. That's just kind of the basic. I'll go over some of the highlights. He has a place to put all of his stuff, all of his, got him. I'm quick. He's got his gun. He's got his, trap jaw thing. I don't know what you call this. Should look at the directions, man. It has something there. He's got this cool sword. It's a little bit short, but I think that's because they put it as an attachment onto his arm there. I don't know if I really like the attachment, to be honest with you. I think it looks a little funny, but it's an option. I almost thought you could put this like right here on his arm, but it's a little bit thick. All right, well, let's move on to some articulation. He's got the neck. There's really no tilt. Goes up that high. He does have kind of a back, but it goes up that high, goes down that low, but then you can push it forward a little bit. How does that joint? I don't know. I'm not a fan. You can't really even tell, but there's a little bit of giggity in there, and gives you a little bit more down, and you push it back, gives you a little bit more up, but I don't like that much. It's really not worth it. I just think they should put a ball joint in the neck, given so he has some, head tilt, look all around, nice rotation instead of this. You look now he's looking up for, and I can't do anything about it. I'm not a fan of their neck articulation. That's the one thing. If they just fix that one thing, I think would be 1,000 times better. But everything else is pretty dang good. He's got, the ball joints up at the shoulders. You got a bicep swivel. You got the double articulated elbow. You got the wrist swivel with a peg at the hand. And this is a little bit different. He does have nice range with this, nice rotation. You can't get it like straight back, or you can get a little bit down there, but you can't T-pose him with this. It's kind of but he makes up for a lot of that with this ball joint at the elbow here. He's got even got a little bit of that. Twist it around. Yeah, so all the way straight out. I don't believe the older figure had that kind of articulation. Let's check him out here real quick. He had a little bit more out. Yeah, he just had this, and it did have a swivel. I guess it's not terrible. It's just kind of dinky compared to, and this, that's why you need a piece in there. You just have see the back of the neck, but I really didn't like what they did with the tongue and stuff. It just didn't look right to me. So even though if I can see the back of the neck, I think it looks better. Even though to me this figure is now obsolete. I no longer need this figure. Back to him. Why don't I need that figure? Because this one is just painted so much more nice. The metallics, the head. I don't know. I'll bring him back, the stupid guy. These Revelations have these small, dinky heads, and they just don't. They're not that detailed. If I were to like really get in there, you could see that his eyes aren't even painted on correctly. I don't know. His belt never fit. I took the belt underneath so I could try to get it to fit better, but just never fit on him. You always see like this part showing all the time. Yeah. Anyway, enough talking about this guy. This guy is done. He's not in the review anymore. Well, he might be just to show off some articulation that these new Masterverse figures seem to have improved on somehow. But he's got a decent amount of rotation in the chest. And just going back to, I kind of got carried away on a tangent. my lighting tonight is not the best, but this part's actually not. There's like a little ball joint up at the top here that connects it all. And it just looks like that goes into the arm, but it's actually nothing. It's just a flat in there. And then, yeah, you got the twists here. But back to where I was left off here. Great rotation. Well, let's just compare real quick. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this guy had pretty good rotation too. Nope. What? No, it's definitely something. They did something different. I don't know if it's the top piece or the bottom, but something is different. You can't really even twist it. Oh, look. Oh my gosh. A million times better. And there's still a belt. This is still an overlay belt. There's still a belt underneath here. It's purple, which is pretty cool. Kind of matches the top of his helmet here. But it does what you wouldn't know it, because this belt is perfectly shaped. They actually, cared what they were doing on this one. And he's got a swivel at the waist. And just checking out some of that paint there too. They did this kind of gold flake throughout the green. I really like it. I take back the other one and show you how upset I am with it, but I'm not gonna. All right, and we have the new drop down hip. Boop, boop. Which really helps. It's beneficial to doing super high kicks if you need to, or crouches. I've been playing around with it. There's a lot of uses that you don't think about until you go back to the other one and realize, oh, what a crappy figure that was. All right, and then you got swivel at the thigh. You got your thigh cuts there. That's the other thing. I'm going to keep griping on this figure. Yeah, it broke up the mold. I mean, yeah, they definitely changed this whole structure on these new ones. Because, yeah, now we don't break up the mold. You got these nice drop-down hips. All right. Double knee. Then you got a boot cut. And then you got your ankle rockers. So really good articulation with this guy. I am very pleased. He doesn't come with another hand. I think that's kind of my only... he comes with so much other stuff. The not having the hand would probably be my only gripe. All right, well, let's do some swaps here. Let's take this off. These little man muscle there. Okay. And while I was playing around, all of his stuff fell off. Yeah, nice little pop there. And there's... that's meant to come off. And there's his little jaw for catching people or something, or I don't know what he does with that. That's his business. And then you got a gun. probably goes like this so you can use the scope. Now here's where the neck articulation would once again be nice. You wouldn't have to do that. I mean, it looks, you can make it work, but I just think it'd look better if I could properly turn that. Oh man, if they could just get that neck articulation, I'd be so happy. They are improving these figures. You know, these new waves with the drop down hips, the improved upper torso for better range of motion. Yeah, my final thing would be that neck, and maybe if they could work in butterfly joints in there, wouldn't kill me to. Well, who's it gonna kill? I don't think it'd kill them. But all right. So I'm gonna show you something. I did paint this. This is a red in here, maybe the same color as this. I painted mine because I don't know. It just looked kind of funny to me. It still looks a little funny. Maybe I might look at actually even cutting this out if I get another one. I do like doing a lot of custom work on these things, but the less I have to do, the better. The metallic on this is, you know, phenomenal. I love the green metallic. You got the little gold flakes. You got this kind of gunmetal gray or gunmetal black with silver accents in here. The face is pretty good. I don't know if my camera can get it that close. Maybe not. But you can actually see, like, I don't know, the printer lines going through if you look really close. But I mean, you gotta get, it's pretty dang good. You got the, you know, the the zipline helmet. I don't know what you call it. All right, let's look at some of these accessories here. You got the sword, you know, nice metal look to there. Fits in his hand well. Yeah, all right, and let's swap out the jaw. The jaw comes out like so. The other thing too is, you know, with playability, you could let me just do a quick pose here. Like this, and then let me grab. Here, I got just the guy. We need somebody here to punch him. You know, kind of a little action pose for fun. That makes it a little bit more fun with you can do things with the jaw besides just swapping it out. And here's what he looks like without the jaw. Just a jawless guy. Looks, I don't know, still somehow looks kind of neat. All right, and then we get this piece. And just plug it in just like before. You know, in some ways, I like this job better. Whoa. Got a little bit of an underbite there. Yeah, it goes up. I thought this one stopped, but no. You can go up a little higher if you want it to, I guess. Unless I just don't have it pegged in right. I think I do. Yeah. But yeah, he looks pretty cool that way. little bit more of a Frankenstein look. But okay, well, that's pretty much it for Trapjaw. I gotta say, I'm loving these new Eternia figures. I think by far, Trapjaw and Man-at-Arms are my favorite. With this, this new range of articulation they're giving them. So, all right, well, I'll throw out some poses here for you, and we'll call it a night. So, I'm really excited for this line. I think they're really improving. They're making efforts to make it better with the drop down hips, the improved torso articulation, giving kind of a standardized 2 grab hands, with one of the right hand being a sword hand, and 2 fists. I think that's a really good, and adding more accessories, better paint apps. It just seems like they're really they're stepping up their game with this new kind of relaunch with the new packaging and everything. Looking forward to the next wave. I'm not going to be picking up the Sorceress and the Skeletor. I don't think. They just don't appeal to me. So, anyway, guys, like and subscribe. Really appreciate it. Thank you.